Welcome, everyone, to another Central Idaho Broadcasting sports presentation of Maniacs Sports. Today, the Lady Maniacs softball team battles another top-notch team for Gem State softball supremacy. Head coach Sean Diffin leads the ladies onto the field in hopes of taking another step towards a softball championship title. So grab your glove and settle in, it's Maniacs softball. And now to the diamond we go for all today's exciting action with Jeff Jones.
It's a gorgeous day along the Clearwater Valley as we are perched high above Orofino Elementary School for the A and B fields. That's where the District 1-2-2A Girls Softball Championships being played today. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Jones, and today the Orofino Maniacs, the number 1 seed in this tournament, face off against the number 2 seed Grangeville Bulldogs, with the winner of this contest off to state, which will be hosted right here at A&B Fields at Orofino next week. Both teams have already been out onto the field with their infield outfield. The Maniacs are wearing their home black pants, black tops trimmed in blue. Maniacs in white across the back, numbers front and back with Orofino across the chest. The Grangeville Bulldogs with their dark blue traveling uniforms, pinstripes, white piping, white numbers front and back with Grangeville across the chest. Both these teams just chomping at the bit to get out here on the field. So we're going to move things right along. Coming up, it'll be Riverside Physical Therapy, schedules and scores. Don't go away. We're back after this. If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition of hard-working men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forward in the classroom and on the ball field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware. We're all rooting for you from Finke Logging Orofino.
Yard care is made easy when you pick up the power of a steel blower, grass trimmer, or chainsaw from Olive's Auto Parts. Take a look today at the full line of steel trimmers, including the new battery-operated Steel FSA 80R. Lightweight, yet packs a punch with the same string and head as these steel gas-operated trimmers, now $349.99. Complete with battery and charger, the Steel FSA 80R is available today at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
House of Juju Orofino. Bring your loved ones in for the up-and-coming holidays so we can show them some much-deserved appreciation for all they do. We have gourmet burgers, salads, clam chowder, flatbreads, craft beer, sangrias, and much more. Happy Mother's and Father's Day from House of Juju Orofino. Open on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, and Father's Day, Sunday, June 16th, located on 235 Johnson Avenue, Orofino. Open 7 days a week. Like us on Facebook, House of Juju Orofino.
Now is a perfect time to get into shape. Winter is in the rearview mirror, and the fun and adventure of spring lies ahead. Take a moment to stop by and visit the staff at Riverside Physical Therapy. On 126th Street, Highway 12, let Riverside Physical Therapy help you get back into shape. A free evaluation of nagging shoulder, neck, and leg injuries with a mapped-out direction on recovery. Now is the perfect time to get active all season long with a visit to Riverside Physical Therapy in Orofino.
And we'd like to welcome you to Schedules and Scores, a service of Riverside Physical Therapy. From recovery after surgery to relief from back pain, see Allison and all her staff at Riverside Physical Therapy, Highway 12 Orofino, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's Riverside Physical Therapy. Action yesterday on the high school baseball fields. The Orofino Maniacs defeated the Grangeville Bulldogs in 8 innings. The final score, 4-3. With that victory, Orofino now heads to Halliwell Park in Pocatello for the 2A State Baseball Championships. The Maniacs will face off with the second-place team out of District 6 in an 11:30 matchup. CJ Thompson will have the broadcast live, beginning with an 11:10 pregame show Thursday on AM 13 KLER. The Grangeville Bulldogs then played the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, with the winner receiving the second bid from the district to the state tournament. Grangeville would hold on for a 4-2 win and secure their spot to join the Maniacs in Pocatello.
Can you hear me down there?
Action earlier in the day. St. Mary's, the number 3 seed in the tournament, surprised Kellogg and came away with a 10-8 victory. In district softball yesterday, the Kendrick Tigers Tigers won the Class 1A championship in Genesee with wins over Genesee 15-9, and earlier in the day over Clearwater Valley 15-7. The Lady Tigers now advance to state next week on the same fields, Genesee Recreational Park. The Lady Bulldogs also advanced to state by virtue of their advanced to state by virtue of their win over Potlatch 14-11. Genesee's the second place team out of the White Pine League, and Potlatch stamped their spot at state with the victory over Clearwater Valley 27-7. Seattle Mariners lost to Minnesota last night 6-3. We'll pick up our coverage of the Mariners tomorrow. They'll take on Oakland at 5:30. To a softball action today, the Lady Maniacs entertained the Grangeville Bulldogs, winner to state. Also over on B Field, St. Mary's and Kellogg battle in a loser-out game. That's Schedules and Scores. We'll return right after this.
When electrical problems occur at your home or business, it's best left to a professional to assure your safety. Call on the knowledgeable and experienced team of Innovative Electric Services. In Orofino, Innovative Electric can give you a free estimate with competitive pricing to do everything from service calls to new construction. Serving Orofino and all the surrounding areas with honest and timely work, call Innovative Electric at 476-3321. Backing the Maniacs all throughout the postseason, Innovative Electric Services, Orofino.
Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding on to your current business? Call on a name you've come to trust, Barlow Quality Trust. Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate at 435-4348. For commercial, residential, and farm buildings, build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected, Barlow Quality Trust Incorporated. We offer free delivery within a 100-mile radius of Orofino, as well as competitive rates on our boom service. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics.
Hi, it's Corky here to make you a promise with Les Schwab Tires. We'll take care of your tires even after you buy them. Rotations, rebalancing, flat repairs, air checks, brake checks, alignment checks. And I'm out of time to list the rest of our included services. Point is, we give you and your dollar the most mileage possible. That's our best tire value promise. I'll pinky swear on it. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Attention all LPNs, CNAs, and RNs. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation is now hiring, and they want you to join their team. Are you ready to take the next step in your career? Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation offers paid training for those interested in becoming nurse assistants. Yes, you heard it right. They'll invest in your future. And as Orofino High gears up for postseason play, Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation wishes the best of luck to Maniac teams. Let's hit a home run together. Apply today at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation. Your career starts here.
Gorgeous blue skies here at Orofino Elementary School. A and B softball fields for Orofino versus Grangeville, and the first spot to state. Across the way over on B fields, it's St. Mary's and Kellogg. The winner of that contest will play the loser of this game here that we're about to broadcast for the second spot to state. And as far as seeding goes, that will all be taken care of by Max Prep's computer rankings. And of course, those computer rankings are more about how a team defeats a team that's higher in standing. They lose points if they lose to a team that's actually ranked below them. So those rankings will be completed at the end of the weekend, and we will know what the seeding stands for the winner of this contest here. All right, another break as coaches stand at home plate with the captains and the exchange of the lineups. We'll return after this.
Proud to support Orofino High School athletics are your friends at Sunset Mart on Michigan Avenue, Orofino. While listening to the Maniacs, swing by for a winning combo. Grab refreshing soda fountain drinks and mouth-watering cheeseburgers from our deli. Fuel up for the game or celebrate a Maniac victory with us. Sunset Mart, your go-to spot for convenience and community spirit. Visit us today. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your Orofino High sports backers, Sunset Mart.
You've decided that those aching muscles, sore joints, and overall ill feeling has finally got to stop. Make today the day you start by visiting Peak Physical Therapy on Michigan Avenue, Orofino. Ask about visiting with one of our many qualified physical therapists about your issues and get onto the path of well-being. The goal of PT is to determine the root cause of your symptoms and move you forward to what you love. Peak Physical Therapy. Visit today and get healthy tomorrow.
Every spring it arrives, Idaho postseason high school baseball, softball, track and field, golf, and tennis. Debco Crushing is a proud sponsor of Maniac Athletics and wish boys and girls all the best as they wrap up their high school sports for the year. Orofino will compete against the best teams in Idaho 2A Division. Debco Crushing is also a fan of the cheer and dance squads who have worked tirelessly over this year. Debco Crushing, proud to back Orofino High School athletics and hope to see you in the stands cheering on all our kids.
Good luck, teams playing postseason 2A girls and boys softball and baseball championships from your friends at Simmons Sanitation. All our area teams like Orofino have put so much into this season, and Robert Simmons and crew wish them the best of luck. All our area high schools know about teamwork and the importance of playing as a cohesive unit. That's why Simmons Sanitation is proud to back all our kids while they eye a state championship. Good luck, teams, from Simmons Sanitation. And we're back here. Let's go to the starting lineups as we're going to get underway early. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Grangeville Bulldogs. They are 16-7 on the season. They are coached by Tiff Zimmerman. He's assisted by Anna Wren and Jeremy Zimmerman. Abby Fry leads it off, today's starting center fielder. She's followed by Addie Vanderwall, the second baseman. Madeline Green hitting third in the order. She's the first baseman. Maddie Thacker in the circle for the Bulldogs, hitting in the cleanup spot. Chris Barger is today's third baseman. She'll hit fifth. Adri Anderson, the left fielder, is sixth in the order. Then the bottom third is Sienna Wagner, the shortstop. Kinsley Adams, catcher, and then Melzina York is the right fielder. So it's Fry, Vanderwall, Green, Thacker, Barger, Anderson, Wagner, Adams, and York. In the circle, taking her warm-up tosses for the Maniacs, Kennedy Coleman. And I talked with head coach Sean Diffin, and he said that he purposely did not pitch Kennedy against Grangeville anytime this season. He wanted to make sure that he gave them something new to look at. Kennedy's battery mate Riley Diffin, Bryn Hanna at first, Hannah Johnson at second, Liv Johnson at third, Sierra Tonavold at short, Miley Zenner is in left, Jalen Miller in center, Emma Province is in right. There's the throw down to second base, and we are ready to go. The winner of this contest is off to the 2A tournament, which will be held here at Orofino next Thursday or Friday and Saturday. Well, actually, they've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so they have 3 dates in there. Here we go. Abby Fry will step in. She's from the right side. Our home plate umpire, Pat Zink, says, hey, there's mid out there on the field. We need to get that off there, and we've got it squared away. He says, let's play ball. And so the right-hander, Coleman, digs in there, fires the first pitch. It's fouled back over the top of the screen, and we are underway. The championship game of the 2A District 1-2 girls softball here from the Orofino Elementary School ball fields. We're at A field if you're looking to make your way over. Abby steps back in. Coleman deals the 0-1 high and tight for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. The Maniacs and Bulldogs played 3 games during this regular season. Here's the 1-1 on the way. That's high for ball 2. A doubleheader was played here at Orofino Elementary Schools back on April 8th. Orofino winning both those games 9-5 and 13-3. Swinging strike by Abby, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then up at Grangeville, the only blemish on the Maniacs league record was a loss to Grangeville 13-9 in a snowstorm. The 2-2 swinging third strike, and Abby will sit down. She is the first out here for the Bulldogs in the top of the first inning. First strikeout for Coleman. 1 gone, and that will bring up Vanderwall. Addie is today's starting second baseman, and there's a strike dealt right at the knees to Addie. Framed nicely again by the senior catcher Diffin. She'll squat behind the dish, flashes the sign to Coleman, and Coleman winds and fires. A little low, and the count runs to a ball and a strike. Maddie ready. And here's the pitch to her. Swung on, a ground ball to the second baseman. Johnson's on it. She'll make the easy toss. And there's 2 gone now here in the top of the first inning. So I asked Coach what kind of pitches that Kennedy had, and he says she's got a 2-seam fastball, she's got a changeup, and she's got a drop ball. So the left-hander Green will step in now. Tall young lady standing at the plate. First pitch is swung through for strike 1 as Kennedy goes right after her with that fastball. Madeline will step back in. And here's the 0-1 from Coleman. That's taken right down Main Street for a called strike. 0-2. Coleman steps up, puts that right foot on the rubber, rocks and fires. Swung on, it's going to be poked up foul side of third on top of the roof of the dugout where the Lady Maniacs occupy. And so coming back to home plate, Madeline Green, she'll get an opportunity to try it again. Kennedy looks over her shoulder, checking the outfield, making sure everybody's in the right position. She's ready to go to work. The waste pitch on the way, swinging third strike, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs here in their half of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left out there. The Maniacs and their starting lineup when we come back after this.
It's amazing that we wear something different every day to work and try our best to change up our look. New shoes or shirt or even a haircut can really make a difference. But when was the last time you changed out those glasses? If it's been more than a couple years since you visited your optometrist, now's the time. Dr. Rick Lindgren and staff at Family Eye Care are here to take care of your family's eyes. If your vision changes, even slightly, those old glasses you're wearing may not be doing you any favors. It only takes a few minutes to have your eyes professionally examined. You just may be surprised at how much you've been missing. Find new brand name frames for less than you might think. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses for a look that's bold, original, and unforgettable. Let Family Eye Care help take care of your eyes. Call and make an appointment today at 476-4814. Family Eye Care, Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and Highway 12 West in Kamei. Come on in and see the difference.
We welcome you back. Jalen Miller will step in as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning. The Lady Maniacs and the Lady Bulldogs in the Central Idaho League title tilt here. Jalen hitting from the right side and Thacker out in the circle. First offerings above the hands for ball 1. Miley Zenner on deck. Riley Diffin is in the hole. Hitting fourth is Liv Johnson. Reese Deos, today's designated player. Hannah Johnson will hit sixth. Here's the 1-0 delivery on the way. That's taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jalen. Then the bottom third of the order for the Maniacs. Sierra Tonneval, the shortstop. Bryn Hanna at first base, and Kennedy Coleman in the circle. Here's the 1-1 to the Maniac center fielder. Lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Jalen timed up Thacker's off-speed pitch nicely and lined it right back up the middle for a leadoff single here for the Maniacs in the bottom of the first inning. Orofino 17-7 on the season. Miley Zenner stepping in. And here's the first offering. She shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1 on a pitch that was high. Sean Diffin, Matt Deo, they have coached this team to almost a flawless league record as they went 11-1 in league. Again, that one loss to Grangeville up on the Camas Prairie in a snowstorm. The 1-0 swung on, lifted out into shallow left field, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Little Texas leaguer out there off of the bat is Zenner, and 2 consecutive singles given up by starting pitcher Maddie Thacker, and the Maniacs are in business here in the bottom of the first inning. A little on the inside, Miley had it timed up nicely, kind of choked her arms just a little off of the handle, and it just floated over third base. That's going to bring Diffin to the plate. She'll show bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1. Quickly up is Kinsley Adams, the catcher, she wants to see if she can maybe throw Jalen Miller out if she tries to advance to third base. A ball and no strikes to Riley. Thacker deals. Fastball missing away for ball 2. Riley pinwheels that bat one time around. Now she'll step into the batter's box. Miller at second, Zenner at first. Thacker checks her armband, and here's the 2-0 pitch. Swinging strike 1 as Riley chases after a fastball. 2-1. Riley just getting underneath it. Swings about number high on her jersey, and the pitch was about letter high. 2 balls and a strike to the Maniac receiver. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the screen for strike 2. That's the Lady Maniacs. You might be able to hear them out of their third base dugout, cheering on Riley as she stands at home plate. 2 aboard, nobody gone for Orofino in the bottom of the first inning. Thacker spins that ball around, and now she'll deal the pitch. Swung on, lifted out to left center field, putting up the glove, and not being able to make the catch is Anderson. Rounding third, coming home to score is Miller, and the Maniacs have an early 1-0 lead. Jalen had to hold up just a touch because that line drive just glanced off of the glove of the left fielder Anderson. Riley Diffin with an RBI double. On the play, Miley Zenner over to third. So the Maniacs up 1-0, 2 aboard for the cleanup hitter, Liv Johnson. First offering to Liv is going to be swung on, hit opposite way out of play. The right-hander chased a pitch that was off of the plate. Just barely got the barrel of the bat on it, but late. Fouls it away, no chance for that staying fair. The count 0-1 to Johnson. Fastball taken low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Reese Dale is the designated player. She is in the on-deck circle. Maniacs occupying that third base dugout. The Bulldogs over here to the first base dugout. A ball and a strike to Johnson. Thacker's pitch to her, swung on. It's a chopper over to the shortstop. Here's the throw to first, and it's airmailed. And so 1 run scores, and all the way over to second base goes Liv Johnson. So scored as an error on shortstop Wagner. That brings home a run. And on the play, Diffin motors over to third base. So 2 aboard, 2 across, nobody gone here. The DP, Dale, swings to the first pitch, strike 1. Reese could taste that pitch coming down the heart of the plate, and she took a big whiff at it, but ended up going over the top of a drop ball. Now the 0-1 swings through a high fastball. Might have even been a rise ball tossed up there by Thacker, and the count now 0-2. Dale looks down to Sean Diffin. He claps his hands and says, "You know what to do here, kid. Protect until you find your pitch." The waste pitch from Thacker is low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller and Zenner have already crossed home plate. At third base is Diffin. Liv Johnson at second. 2 runs on 3 hits and an error here so far. Thacker takes the ball off her hip into the glove. And a changeup. It bounces up into the glove of Adams. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thacker again has the sign from Adams behind the dish. The 2-2 is just a touch low. Well, I tell you what, a tough pitch to lay off, but Reese Dale, as the designated player, does her job. She leaves it alone, ball 3. Reese has 29 RBIs on the season, looking to add to it here. Swung on and lined out into center field. One run will come across to score as Diffin scores from third base. Liv Johnson goes station to station. She's at third base now on the RBI single from Reese Dale. 3-0 Orofino. That was right down the middle of the plate. Reese Dale got every bit of that ball and lined it straight back up the middle. Hannah Johnson now for the Maniacs. Thacker looks into the dugout, has the sign. There's a bunt shown. Pitch is taken for a called strike, and down to second base goes Johnson, or excuse me, Deo. So she has a stolen base. Liv Johnson now at third, Deo at second. A strike against Hannah standing at the plate. Let's see if she's given the okay to swing away. She does. Pops it up behind third base. Barger going back, and she'll make the catch for the first out. One gone here. Hannah had a pitch just on the inside, swung at it, got underneath it, poked it up into the air, and Chris Barger makes the catch just shy of the outfield grass in left field. Here's Sierra Tadavold. Sierra fouls the first pitch off. Great bat speed by the freshman standing at a home plate wearing number 88. Just got right on top of that fastball. 0-1. Sierra ready on the right side of the plate. Thacker checks her wristband, has the pitch, and here is the 0-1. Swings through a changeup, does Tadavold for strike two. Sierra way ahead of that, had her fooled completely. Thacker ready to go to work in the circle. And a check swing, and the umpire, Pat Zink, says, yes, you win at it, as Sierra tried to hold up and could not, and she is the second out. That's the first strikeout in the game for the Chucker Thacker. One gone. That's going to bring up Bryn Hanna. Two out there in scoring position. And she'll put one high in the air out into right center field. York moving over, and it's over her glove, but she's able to jump up and make the catch. What a nice play by York out in right field to end the inning. But the Maniacs collect 3 runs on 4 hits and air, and they leave 2 out there. We'll come back with the Bulldog half of the second after this.
Reader's Digest recently conducted a poll of travelers who have stayed at a hotel in their state, and it's no wonder that the Best Western Lodge at River's Edge Orofino was chosen by Idaho as the #1 lodge to rest your head. Relax and enjoy the many amenities the hotel has to offer. Indoor pool and hot tub, full complimentary breakfast, and stunning views of the Clearwater River. Plus, the lodge is within easy walking distance to downtown. The Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, backing the Orofino Maniacs.
You know what nobody misses? Dial-up internet. The same goes for monthly checking account fees. P1FCU's Ascend Checking is free. Plus, it has all sorts of free benefits, like remote deposit, credit score monitoring, and more. Meanwhile, some people are paying as much as $12 a month for their checking. Some things should just be free. Open your P1FCU Ascend Checking today at p1fcu.org/free. Insured by NCUA.
Bring home the win, Orofino. Our game brought to you by Peak Physical Therapy, Kimberling Insurance, Best Built Builder Supply, and Olive's Auto Parts. All right, here we go to the the top of the second. Maddie Thacker hitting in the cleanup spot for the Bulldogs. First pitch misses just outside to the big right-hander, ball 1. Coleman back in the circle. And Coleman deals. Swinging, strike 1. Maddie way behind that two-seam fastball. Thacker with a big smile on her face. Coach up the third baseline, Zimmerman must have said something to her. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the stream, 1-2. A rise ball there from Coleman. And again, talking with the Maniac head coach Sean Diffin, he said that he would ask about whether or not Kennedy had a rise ball. That was a nice pitch there. Here's the 1-2 from Coleman. Swung on and fouled off to the left, back out of play. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. A 3-day tournament for the 2A state softball championships. They had reduced that to just 2 days. Now it's back to 3 days. Pitches in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They, a couple of years ago, they reduced the tournament to 2 days, played a lot of doubles. They just wanted to keep the kids in school longer. Well, they've gone back to a 3-day schedule now. Here's the 2-2 swung through. Thacker will go down. That's the 3rd strikeout now delivered by Kennedy Coleman. First out here in the 2nd inning of play.
On deck number 3, Anderson.
Kennedy's got it going here in the early going in the circle for the Maniacs. Barger, first offering is inside, ball 1. Chris digs in with that right foot, left toe, pitches high. That left toe is just barely in a little bit of a hole, and she picks up that left heel. 2 balls and no strikes to Barger. Low for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Taking the short trip in the circle is Coleman. Coleman deals. That's a strike right on the inside black for strike 1. 3-1. Coleman wearing 1 on her jersey. And again, it's the first time that Grangeville has seen her all season long. The 3-1 is high for ball 4. There's the first walk issued by Coleman, the starting pitcher for the Maniacs. First base runner for the Bulldogs in this championship game. That will bring up Adri Anderson.
Up to bat number 3, Anderson. On deck number 7.
So the big right-hander steps in with that left foot, rocks back and forth on her feet. Coleman's pitch to her swung on, and it'll be fouled up the first base line for strike 1. Again, cross the way over on B field. St. Mary's and Kellogg are playing to stay in this tournament. Each team with a loss already. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, a ground ball knocked down by Coleman in the circle. The toss to second is off of the glove of Hannah Johnson, and so everybody is safe as Adri Anderson will reach on a fielder's choice. 2 aboard here for the Bulldogs.
On deck number 15, Adams.
Again, the Maniacs lead this one 3-0. We are in the top of the 2nd inning as Grangeville starts to make a little noise. The top of the order in the first went down quietly. Sienna Wagner, she a right-handed hitter for this Bulldog squad. Pitch is swung on, it fouled back into the screen as she chases after a rise ball, fouls it back. Had it timed up nicely, just got underneath it. That pitch ended up about shoulder high, and you can just see the strength in Wagner's swing as she got a piece of that. Here's the 0-1, right down the middle of the plate, swung on and fouled straight back for strike 2. Right now, Kennedy Coleman has Sienna Wagner guessing as to where the next pitch is going to be, high, low. Now she has in or out in which to work with. Now the waist pitch on the way, swinging 3rd strike. And there are 2 away here in the frame. That's the 4th strikeout now for Coleman.
Adams on deck number 9.
4 strikeouts out of 7 batters that she has faced. That's going to bring Kinsley Adams up to the plate. She's the backstop for this Bulldog squad. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. I'm going to take that back, and that's going to be, I'm going to call that the change from Kennedy. She definitely took a little off of that. It was right about knee high. 0-1 to Kinsley. And the next pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, popped up, and making the catch at home plate, Riley Diffin, as she lays out for a fantastic catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left out there. We're through an inning and a half of play. Orofino leads at 3-0. We'll come back right after this.
Calling all Orofino Maniac alumni, it's postseason baseball and softball, and time to show your support. Debco Construction is proud to back the Blue and White Maniac teams and thanks them for all their hard work battling their way into postseason play. The most trusted commercial general contractors in the Pacific Northwest, Debco Construction is committed to improving the transportation and utility infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest. Join us as we cheer on the Maniacs to baseball and softball glory, Orofino.
This season, Hanson Garage Orofino is proud to salute the grit and determination of our local high school baseball and softball teams as they step to the plate for the 2A championship. Swing for the fences, Orofino. Whether you're sliding into home or making that game-winning catch, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when it's time for your vehicle to hit a home run, trust Hanson Garage Orofino for top-notch service and unbeatable deals. Hanson Garage, we're more than a dealership, we're a community. Go Maniacs! Thank you for listening in to today's Maniac Sports on 1300 KLER, brought to you by your friends at Debco Construction, Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia, and Sunset Mart. Here we go in the Maniac half of the frame. Leading it off is the designated, Kennedy Coleman. Kennedy hitting 9th in the frame. 1 ball and no strikes. Swinging strike 1 to Kennedy. Thacker back in the circle. As we look around, the defense for the Bulldogs does not look as though any changes have been made. Checking her armband, Thacker has the pitch that coach wants her to toss up there. It's a change, misses low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kennedy, the right-hander, rests that bat on her shoulder. Now she'll pick it up. And Thacker deals. Pitch is high and away for ball 3, 3-1. Right now, Maddie is set on just trying to get Coleman guessing, swinging at something nowhere near the zone, as Thacker respects this Maniac batting lineup. 3 balls and a strike. Kennedy in the 9-hole. Here's the pitch. There's a change taken right down the plate for a called strike. 3-2. Thacker bends at the waist. Ball in the glove, and here's the pitch. And the pitch is inside for ball 4. That didn't miss by much. That's just the first walk that Thacker has given up in our softball game today. Again, and now Pat Zink has been asked by the first base dugout, and I'm guessing that's Coach Zimmerman asking where that pitch was at, and he said it was too high. So courtesy runner, Rachel Province is going to run for Coleman. Now we're back to the top of the order. This is Miller, who singled and scored. She shows bunt, pitches high. Here's the throw down to second, and averting the tag at second base is Rachel Province. The throw from Adams was to the third base side of second. Nice glove by Vanderwall. She reached across, pulled it back, and tried to sweep a tag on Province, but Province is safe. 1 ball and no strikes to Jaylin. Fastball bounces up into the glove of catcher Adams for ball 2. 2-0. Miller with a duck in scoring position. Her club up 3-0. Bottom of the second. Change up, swung on, fouled back for strike 1. Miley Zenner is in the on-deck circle. Riley Diffin in the hole. We're looking at the top of the order with 1 aboard here in the bottom of the second. Nobody gone here for the Maniacs. Thacker again checks her wristband, has the pitch coach wants. And a line drive right back up the middle out into center field. Rounding third and holding up as the ball comes into the cutoff, Wagner. Abby Fry on top of that in center field and hits Wagner. And so that moves Province one more station over to third base. Jalen Miller, her second consecutive single. So runners at the corners. And now Miller checking her wristband out at first base. Coach is maybe going to have a deke on here, try to advance Miller, and then at the same time have Province score. There's a strike thrown to Zenner standing at home plate. 0-1 to Miley. And on that last pitch, Jalen Miller does go from first to second. Here's the 0-1 on the way to Zenner. Changeup swung on and fouled back as she just got underneath it. That might have also been a bit of a rise ball. Definitely, Maddie took something off that pitch, and you could see it almost on float and move its way up. Miley timed it up properly, just got underneath it. The 0-2 from Thacker on the way. Swung on, a fly ball right center field. It's going to drop in. It's knocked down out there by York. One run will score. Rounding third on her way home is Miller. Here's the third of the plate. It's up the line. And a two-run double from Miley Zenner. And the Maniacs have opened this one up here in the bottom of the second inning. They lead it 5-0. Nice piece of hitting by Zenner as she put that deep in the gap. York was able to knock it down, but she couldn't get a good glove on it. Diffin now at the plate. Diffin's going to launch one deep center field. Going back is Fry. It is gone for a two-run home run. Two more RBIs for Riley Diffin. Add that to her 29 she already has. There's 31 as she's greeted at home plate by the rest of her teammates. Orofino up 7-0. Nobody gone here in the second inning of play. My gosh, a mistake by Thacker. She threw it fat down the heart of the plate, and Riley turned on it just perfectly, hit it over the furthest part of this park, deep center field. So nobody out on the sacks, nobody gone for Orofino for the cleanup hitter, Liv Johnson. Thacker deals the first pitch, swung on and fouled back into the parking area. A lot of uh-ohs. Did I park over there? Johnson getting signs from Coach Diffin up that third base line as she climbs back into the batter's box. 0-1. Thacker deals low for a ball. The Maniacs have brought 4 to the plate. They have brought 4 home here in this, the bottom of the second inning, where they lead 7-0 over the Grangeville Bulldogs. The 1-1 swung on a ground ball right over the top of second base and out into center field. Liv Johnson with a single. And the Maniacs are red hot right now. They scored 3 in the first. They have scored 4 here so far in the second, and don't look to be slowing down anytime soon. That's going to bring up the designated player, Reese Deo. Reese waves at a rise ball for strike one. Johnson at first base. Deo ready, and here's the pitch on the way to her. Swung on. This one's going to be hit high in the air, and it'll be the second base. No, the shortstop, Sienna Wagner, almost collides with second baseman Vanderwall on the infield dirt as she makes the catch for the first out. Boy, howdy, did that look as though it could have caused a lot of damages. Both infielders were coming in at the same time, and Vanderwall peeled off at the very last second, so there is one gone now. Hannah Johnson will come to the plate. Here's the first pitch to her. She shows bunt, takes a strike, 0-1. So Hannah will step back in. Her first at-bat, she popped up to third baseman Barger. Thacker deals the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball to the shortstop. She'll take it to the bag for the second out, but she does not throw to first. She must have forgotten how many outs there were. She did not throw to first. Could have had a textbook double play, but instead she was on her way to the dugout. That is only 2 outs as they'll get the force on Johnson. 6 unassisted for the second out. Sierra Tonnevold now. Pitch is high and away for a ball, 1-0. You know, many times you go to a game and you'll constantly hear chatter out on the field by the defense. They'll show 1 finger for 1 out, 2 for 2 outs. Unfortunately for Wagner, she just forgot how many outs there were. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maniacs score 3 runs in the first. They have 4 runs tallied here so far in the second. Here's the 1-1. Thacker puts a pitch up there right at the knees for a called strike to Sierra. 1-2. Sia turns the handle of that bat exactly where she wants it. Has her grip as her hands are right down on the knob of that bat. Here's the 1-2 from Thacker. Change up, swung on, popped up first baseman Green going over. She will make the catch to retire the side. 4 runs come across the plate here in the Maniac half of the second on 4 hits. They leave 1 out there. They lead it 7-0 after 2 innings of play. The Bulldogs coming up after this.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, bum, bum.
At 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston, see me, Greg Kimberlink, your local farmer's insurance agent.
Orofino Police Department encourages all OHS faithful to come out this week for the Central Idaho League District Baseball and Softball Championships. Taking on the best teams in the north, the Maniacs hope to hang another championship banner proudly at OHS. Orofino Police Department knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs means great kids live and work in our community. Support our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services and Riverside Physical Therapy say go Maniacs and win. York will start things off here for the Bulldogs in the top of the third. Fastball missing outside, ball 1. You're listening to the Maniacs on KLER Orofino and streamed live on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM. The 1-0 on the way to York, and it is bounced past the glove of the shortstop out into left field. That is the first base hit for the Bulldogs in today's game. It comes off the bat of 9-hitter Milsina York. So the Bulldogs have a base runner on board. And now we go to the top of the order. This is Abby Fry. Abby struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Pitch is low, knocked down by Diffin behind the plate. She can't find it in time to throw down to second base, and that's where York finds her way. So a stolen base to York. Pitch is swung on, fly ball, and it is foul down the left field line. So Fry will come back. 1 ball and 1 strike now. As she turned a tad bit too early, launched it down the left field line. Pulled that thing about as far as you can. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on, fly ball out into left center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Zenner will hold up at third. So 2 consecutive singles now given up by starting pitcher Coleman. Those are the first 2 hits for the Bulldogs in today's game. So 2 base runners on. York is at third. Fry is at first. And let's see if Grangeville elects to try and put this game into motion. Vanderwall showing bunt. Pitch is high. Here's the throw down to second, and the ball glances off of the glove of Tondevold out into right field. And so Grangeville scores their first run of the game as York scores from third base, and Abby Fry goes from second to third. She was dead to rights if only Sierra would have been able to glove that ball, and instead Fry over at third. And the Bulldogs have a run up on the board. Vanderwall steps in there, takes a pitch. Ball 3. Here's the next offering. High. That is ball 3 there. Vanderwall, more than likely with the red light here. Pitch is high for ball 4. That's just the second walk that starting pitcher Coleman has given up for the Maniacs. So runners at the corners for Grangeville. And again, the Maniacs with a 7-0 lead. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Bulldogs without an out here, looking to make some noise and claw back into this game. Green, the lefty, shows bunt, pulls it back. Here's the throw down to third. Now they've got the runner caught between third and home. And the ball comes out of the glove of Diffin, and so they are unable to get Abby Fry trying to advance home. So Fry back to third, but on the play, Vanderwall is able to make it from first to second. The count is a ball and no strikes to Madeline Green with 2 ducks in scoring position. And the pitch, low, knocked down by Diffin behind the dish. Orofino had exactly what they wanted. They deked a throw to second, and then they got the base runner Fry caught between third and home, but they just couldn't get the out. Low for ball 3 to Madeline. Kennedy going to take a little time now. Now she'll climb up onto the rubber. The 3-0. That's right down the heart of the plate, taken for strike 1. It's the first strike that Kennedy has thrown now in 8 pitches. Just having a difficult time locating that 2-seam fastball. Here's the 3-1. There is ball 4. Just a little high, and so there's another walk issued by Coleman. That loads up the sacks with Bulldogs. 1 across and 3 aboard for Maddie Thacker, the cleanup hitter. And now defensive signs coming from Riley Diffin out in front of home plate. As the corners playing in from their bags. Pitch to Thacker is just inside for ball 1. Play at any base. And Kennedy more than likely going to try and keep every pitch low. If Thacker does make contact, pitch is inside for ball 2. Again, the Maniacs looking to try and keep anything on the infield and have a play at home. 2 balls, no strikes to Thacker. Coleman's dealing, and this pitch is going to be swung on, fly ball to center field, and making the catch is Miller. Here comes the throw to the plate. The tag is applied, but not in time. Scoring from third base is Fry. Nice throw from Miller all the way to home plate, but it's just a touch high. Riley slaps the tag on Abby Fry, but she had already crossed the plate. So 1 gone here. Give a sacrifice to Thacker. She flies out to center field. That will bring up Chris Barger. Runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. There's a strike taken, and no throw down to second as the runner over at first base. Green elects to stay exactly where she's at. Pitch is going to be swung on, and it'll be fouled away. One gone here in the Bulldog half of the third inning. They have plated 2 runs. Our score is 7-2 in favor of the Maniacs. And now Coleman ready to work. Pitch is swung on, a ground ball to the second baseman. Picked up nicely. Here's the shuttle pass, and it doesn't go into the glove of Hannah. So scoring from third base is Vanderwall as the Bulldogs put up another run. And this, unfortunately, will be a throwing error on second baseman Hannah Johnson. And on the play, going from first to second, is Barger.
On deck number 7, Wagner.
Hard play by Johnson over at second base. She backhanded it and then sidearmed a toss to Hannah, but it was wide at first base. Pitch is going to be swung on, popped up and out of the reach of Diffin as it goes over the top of the screen. Quick strike on Adri Anderson. Over at third base is Green. Barger at second. There's a pitch that's just a touch low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adri. Again, there's 1 gone here in the frame. And the pitch swung on. It's going to be lifted foul. So quick strike 2 on Anderson. Green stands down at third. She walked to get aboard. Barger is at second. She's there via the error. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fly ball to right center field, and it will drop in for a base hit. So another run comes across the plate for Grangeville as Green scores. Chris Barger down to third base. Adri Anderson with an RBI single. It is now 7-4, and the Bulldogs have climbed right back into this ball game. Wagner will come to the plate. Wagner struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air. Third baseman Liv Johnson goes over and collides with the fence and can't make the catch. She looks at her arm, and it looks as though that she made contact with her gloved hand up against that chain link fence. Couldn't make the catch. 0-1. Inside with the fastball. 1-1 to Sienna. 7-4 our score. Orofino leads it as Grangeville here in the top of the third working their way back into this softball game. Pitch is high. Nice glove by Riley Diffin behind home plate. As she comes up, she looks right down at first base to see if Adri Anderson is going to try and take off her second. If so, she's going to try and gun her down. 2-1. Pitch is swung on. This one is launched foul a long way and out of play. That's definitely got somebody's car over in the parking area. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the shortstop for the Bulldogs. So the right-hander bends at the knees, lifts that bat off her shoulder, and now here's the Coleman 2-2 on the way. Low and inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now Coleman digs into the glove. She has the sign from Diffin. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. What a great at-bat here for Wagner. She has fouled off tons of pitchers throughout this game. This at-bat here, now her 7th pitch. Count remains 3-2 to Sienna. Kennedy trying to dig into her bag of tricks and fool her here. Low and inside, ball skips away from Diffin. And the base runners all stay at their stations. And so there's a walk for Wagner. She's on for the first time today. That's the fourth walk now given up by Coleman. And the Bulldogs have now batted around as Kinsley Adams, the backstop, will come to the plate. Kennedy ready to work, and here's the first pitch. A little outside for a ball, 1-0. Barger stands at third, Adri Anderson at second, Wagner at first. Again, just one gone here in the frame. Pitch is swung on, it's going to be lifted foul, and unable to make a catch is Hannah over at first base. 1-1.
Leave it all out there, Leave it all out there.
Kinsley has the sign from Tiff Zimmerman up that third base line. Now the 1-1 on the way to her. Swings through a rise ball for strike two. I tell you what, Kennedy had something on that pitch, and it just kept climbing, and Adams swung underneath it. Got jumped out of her socks to try and make connection. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kinsley. Here's the next offering. Swung on, popped up, off with the mask is Diffin, and she'll run out of real estate. A ball and 2 strikes. One of the hardest working people on any baseball, softball team is the person who sets up behind home plate, has all that gear on. Right now, it's 75, 76 degrees here at the ball fields at Orofino Elementary School. Adams is ready, and here's the 1-2 on the way to her. High for ball 2. Kinsley, in her first at-bat, popped up to Riley Diffin. Riley laid herself out up that first base line and made a tremendous catch. The 2-2 swung on and fouled back. Sacks are loaded up once again. Barger at third, Anderson at second, Wagner at first. 1 gone for the Bulldogs here in the third inning of play. They have put 4 across here to battle back into this championship tilt. There's a good-looking pitch, and it just missed. I'm guessing a touch inside. According to Riley Diffin's glove, thumb was up. So more than likely, it's just a little on the outside or inside to the right-handed hitter, Adams. Now the 3-2, high for ball 4, and that's going to walk in a run. And Kinsley Adams is going to get an RBI for her work as scoring from third base is Barger. That is the 5th walk now by Coleman, and time is called as Sean Diffin's going to go out and talk to his chucker right now as the Bulldogs have batted around, and we're going to see Malzina York come up, and she started this whole deal earlier this frame. So everybody again moves up another 60 feet. Anderson is at third, Wagner at second, Adams at first. Diffin leaves, heads back to that third base dugout. Riley Diffin with a couple of words also for her battery mate, trying to settle Kennedy down. York singled and scored earlier this frame.
Number 4, York, on deck number 8.
7-5 our score, and Coleman deals. Fastball low, ball 1. Big inning here for the Bulldogs. Coleman deals the 1-0. That's a strike. Pops out of the glove of Diffin. 1-1. You can hear the pop of that ball hit Diffin's glove. A lot of pepper in that pitch from Coleman. High. Ball 2. As soon as that pitch is released, all base runners begin taking off, looking for contact. Low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Taking a little time now, Kennedy Coleman in the circle. Taking a deep breath. Now she'll climb up onto the rubber. Here's the 3-1 from Coleman. Swung on, little ground ball to the right side. Toss to third. That's good for the force on Sienna Wagner. 1 run scores. That's Anderson from third base. And it is a 1-run game.
Number 8, try.
2 away now.
On deck number 5, Vanderwall.
Adams moves over to second. And York on the fielder's choice is at first. We're back to the top of the order. Fry's going to poke one high into the air. The third baseman, Johnson, giving chase, and she can't make the catch in foul ground, and so it's just a long strike for Fry. 2 away. Or check that. Yes, 2 away. And a strike on the leadoff hitter, Abby Fry. 7-6 is our score. Swung on, a ground ball to Sienna. She'll make the toss over to first, and is it good? Does she stay on the bag? She does. The toss pulled Bryn to the outfield side of first, but she's able to keep a glove on that ball, and Fry goes down for the third out. But the Bulldogs score 6 runs here in the top of the third. 7-6 our score. We'll return after this.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Deciding what's for lunch or dinner today is as easy as picking up your phone and calling Orofino's top pizza house, the Pizza Factory. Get that delicious pizza pie delivered to your home or work address. Every day of the week, there's great pizza, breadsticks, and sub sandwiches just a call away. 476-5519. Takeout available too.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition of hard-working men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forward in the classroom and on the ball field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware. We're all rooting for you from Finke Logging Orofino. Kennedy Coleman steps up. She's going to golf one wide of second base and out into center field to start things off here in the Maniac half of the third inning of play. I'll tell you what, that was shoe top high. Nice piece of hitting by Coleman to put the barrel of that bat down and just golf it past the second baseman Vanderwall out into right field. This game you're listening to, it's brought to you by Friends Finke Logging, Innovative Electric, and Orofino Police Department, all wishing the Maniacs best of luck. We're to the top of the order here. This is Miller. She'll take a changeup for a called strike, 0-1. Thacker back in the circle. Let's see what we got here. Oh, check that. This is Kennedy. Swinging strike 1. That was Bryn Hanna who led things off with that single. Having the Thacker gets the sign from out of that first base dugout. And the pitch is a changeup, swung on and fouled back. So again, Bryn Hanna does a fantastic job to golf that out past second base and into right center field. So she's at first base. Coleman ready once again at home plate. And here's Thacker's delivery on the way. Change, that's just a little high and outside for a ball. Ball and 2 strikes. Jalen Miller on deck and Miley Zenner is in the hole. Thacker's delivery, high for ball 2. The Maniacs score 3 in the first. They score 4 in the second. Sent 8 hitters to the plate in the frame. The 2-2 missing for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy ready at the plate. And Thacker deals. Changeup called third strike. Kennedy knew it. She picked up that bat and she wanted to put it down with some force at home plate, but instead, wisely, she just walks away. That's the second strikeout registered by Thacker. And now we go to the top of the order. This is Jalen Miller. Maniacs lead it by 1, 7-6. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Orofino to the plate with 1 aboard and 1 away. Jalen's going to stab one out into right field. Rounding second, on her way to third is Hannah. The throw comes in, misses the cutoff, and all the way over to second goes Jalen Miller. So Jalen with a single, and then she goes to second on the throw to the infield, and so the Maniacs in business once again with 2 in scoring position. Miley Zenner. Miley is 2 for 2 on the day. She has scored twice. She's got a 2-run RBI on a double in her last plate appearance. Here's Maddie's pitch, swung on, fly ball to the left center field. The catch is made, tagging up at third and coming home to score is Hannah. And the Maniacs played another run. Give a sacrifice to Miley Zenner as she flies out F8.
Number 11, Riley.
And the Maniacs now lead it 8-6. Riley Diffin. She had a 2-run home run, her last plate appearance. She got a room service fastball and launched it. Pitch is a strike to Riley. Coach Dad, Sean Diffin, says, wait for it. Wait for your pitch. Maddie's 0-1. Swings through a change, does Riley for strike 2. There are 2 away here in the Maniac half of the third inning of play. Thacker fires, pitch is swung on and fouled at home plate as Riley just keeps her AB alive. Standing out at second base, Jalen Miller. Coach Diffin says, come on, I need that run. Signs coming in from that first base dugout. Here's the pitch from Thacker. High for ball 1. Riley ready as she steps back in. Here is the 1-2. Swung on, fly ball, left center field, and this one is over the glove of the left fielder Anderson. So scoring from second base is Jalen Miller, and the Maniacs put up another run on the RBI double off of the bat of Riley Diffin.
On deck, number 8,
Maniacs now up 9-6. So again, the Maniacs with a runner in scoring position. Liv Johnson hitting in the cleanup spot. And she's going to poke one on one hop to the second baseman. The transfer to first is good, and that'll do it for Orofino. But they do plate 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave one out there, and the Maniacs lead it 9-6. We'll come back, the Bulldog half of the fourth after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue or Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Our game is brought to you by Fine Friends Family Eye Care, Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic, backers of the Maniacs, here on KLER Orofino. I'm Jeff Jones. Thanks for listening in to our matchup today. This is the Central Idaho League District 1-2 title tilt. The winner goes to state. The loser will have to face off against the winner of the game that is taking place over on B field between the Kellogg Wildcats and St. Mary's Lumberjacks. Addie Vanderwall hitting in the 4-hole for Grangeville. Steps up, and the first pitch is low. Back out in the circle is Coleman. Coleman had a bit of a rough outing as she faced 11 batters last frame. Here's the 1-0. Again, low. 2 balls and no strikes to Vanderwall. Vanderwall looking for her first hit on the day. She walked and scored, had a stolen base in her last at-bat. Swings through a high two-seam fastball, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to the second baseman who got in on that last out. Oh, there's a good-looking strike right at the knees to Vanderwall. Kennedy can live there all day long. Grangeville has not been swinging at much of anything that's low. There's a ground ball hit to Sierra. The toss to first is in time. Sierra with a nice glove over at shortstop, and she guns down Vanderwall. One away here in the Bulldog half of the 4th inning. I tell you what, Vanderwall exhibits some wheels there, and she hustled right up the line, and she just got gunned down by Sierra Tonnevold. Throw was right on the money to Hannah's glove. Here's Green. Green's going to hit one right to the glove of second baseman Johnson. Line drive right into the glove of Hannah at second base, and it was a no-doubter as she put her knee down, extended that glove, and nothing but web. 2 gone here for the Bulldogs in the 4th inning of play. Now that will bring Thacker. Thacker without a hit today. Low, so says our home plate umpire, Pat Zink. I tell you what, Riley Diffin doing a fantastic job to frame that pitch. She wants to make sure that Zink has a good look at that. Here's the 1-0 now on the way to Thacker. Swung on, lifted out to shallow left field. Going back is Sierra and makes the catch from shortstop. Thacker, the 3rd out as the Bulldogs go down quietly here in the 4th. Maniacs lead at 9-6. We're back with the Orofino half of the 4th after this.
When your list of outdoor cleanup chores seems a little overwhelming, take the easy way out with STIHL. The STIHL line of trimmers will knock down any hillside or edge your lawn in record time. The STIHL FS91R gas-powered trimmer with loop handle is now sale priced at $299.99. Or save even more with the STIHL FS56R string trimmer, a low $199.99. Make quick work of all your lawn care needs with the STIHL brand of trimmers found today at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
House of Juju Orofino. Bring your loved ones in for the up-and-coming holidays so we can show them some much-deserved appreciation for all they do. We have gourmet burgers, salads, clam chowder, flatbreads, craft beer, sangrias, and much more. Happy Mother's and Father's Day from House of Juju Orofino. Open on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, and Father's Day, Sunday, June 16th, located on 235 Johnson Avenue, Orofino. Open 7 days a week. Like us on Facebook, House of Juju Orofino.
Well, here we go, the Maniac half of the 4th inning. Reese Dale set to lead things off, the designated player for the Maniacs. Waves through a rise ball for strike 1. Our game is brought to you by Watson's Market Orofino, Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, and Les Schwab Tire.
Number 8, Reese Dale.
Reese hitting from the left side. Thacker winds and fires. Pitch is going to be swung on and fouled back into the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. 9-6. You're listening to the Central Idaho League District 1-2 title championship game. The winner goes to state. That'll be held here at Orofino beginning next Thursday, 1 week from today. And the 1-1 is going to be hit foul, and no one's going to be able to get to that for strike 2. And again, Reese just pulling that ball all the way down that left field line, got a lot of air under it. Giving chase was green, but there was nobody who was going to be able to come up with a catch on that. A ball and 2 strikes. Thacker digs into the glove. Here's the pitch. Oh, this one's going to be hit up into the air. The shortstop, Wagner, is there to make a catch. 1 gone here in the Maniac half of the 4th inning of play. Well, Reese just saw a changeup, thought she could get more of it than what she ended up doing. A lazy fly ball out to the shortstop. Here's Hannah Johnson. Nice web gem for her over at second base. Low for ball 1, the first pitch to Hannah. Hannah is 0 for 2 on the day. Next pitch, fastball missing inside as Maddie wants to come inside to the right-handed hitter Johnson. Hannah with her hands right down on the knob of that bat, looking to get as much extension as possible. Here's the 2-0 on the way to her. Swung on and fouled back as she chases after that changeup. 2-1. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Orofino up 9-6 over Grangeville. Nobody out on the sacks. Here's the 2-1. Going to be swung on. 3-hopper over to shortstop. The toss to first in time, and there are 2 away. Ball just seemed like it took forever to get out to Sienna Wagner. But during warm-ups, I was just amazed at how fast, how quick of a release she has. Sierra Tonnevold. The freshman takes pitch low for ball 1. Sierra climbs back in, and Thacker winds and fires, swinging through a high fastball, strike 1. Sierra hitting at a 286 clip. And again, just looking for her first hit today, looking to start a 2-out rally. Low for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Bryn Hanna on deck. Thacker twists that ball around on her hip, and here comes the next pitch. Swings through a change for strike 2. 2-2. Sierra has that bat pointed exactly the way she wants it. And here is Thacker's 2-2. Swings through a rise ball, and that'll do it for the Maniacs as they go down quietly here in the 4th. Our score 9-6. We're through 4 innings of play. The Bulldog half of the 5th after this.
When electrical problems occur at your home or business, it's best left to a professional to assure your safety. Call on the knowledgeable and experienced team of Innovative Electric Services. In Orofino, Innovative Electric can give you a free estimate with competitive pricing to do everything from service calls to new construction. Serving Orofino and all the surrounding areas with honest and timely work, call Innovative Electric at 476-3321. Backing the Maniacs all throughout the postseason, Innovative Electric Services, Orofino.
Hi there, it's Corky with Les Schwab Tires, and I'd like to tell you something I love about our history. 70-some years ago, we set the standard for tire service with values that come from the heart. Treat your customers like family and earn their trust. Never sell anyone a thing they don't need. Put safety first and customers will follow. That's how we did business then, and it's how we do it now. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
At the end of our game, we hope you'll listen in for the Pizza Factory Player of the Game. And again, a Maniac will receive a certificate good for a personal pizza and a medium soft drink from our sponsor, the Pizza Factory. Chris Barger. She'll take a first pitch right down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Chris has been on twice, but she's still looking for her first hit. She walked and reached on an error. The 0-1 on the way. Yes, same pitch, same location, same result. A looking strike 2 to Barger. Coleman with 4 strikeouts in this game. However, she has walked 5. Next pitch. This one's going to be lifted right to the glove of Sierra at shortstop, and there's one away. Not much on that swing by Barger. She reached up and got a piece of it, but just a lazy line drive out to Tonneval. Adri Anderson now will hit in the 6th hole. She's the left fielder, got plenty of work out there, takes a pitch for a called strike. Adri with an RBI single in her last at-bat. She also scored in that 3rd inning where the Bulldogs brought 6 runs across. The 0-1 swung on a ground ball underneath the glove of the 3rd baseman and to the right of Sierra and out into left field. So Anderson, we're going to give her a single for that. It looked as though it was a good stretch by Johnson at 3rd base, couldn't get a glove on it. Ball had eyes and just right in that 5-6 hole. So a 1-out single for Anderson. That's going to bring up shortstop Wagner. 1 aboard for the Bulldogs. Oh, there's a check swing. She went around, so says Pat Zink for strike 1. Trying to lay off that fastball was Wagner. She choked her swing, but the bat had already crossed the front of home plate. Here's the 0-1, swung on, and this one's fouled up the left field line for strike 2. Kinsley Adams on deck, and should she get an opportunity in the hole is York. So we're looking at the bottom 3rd of the order with 1 aboard and 1 gone here for the Bulldogs. Maniacs up by 3 runs, 9-6. Pitch is going to be swung on. This one is launched into the parking area. And I knew I parked far enough away, but that was launched far enough where nobody is safe. Sienna got a great swing, lifting those out from above the letters. Change up, and it just missed. My gosh. Oh my gosh, even you can hear Sean Diffin say, oh my gosh, that had to have been close. A ball and 2 strikes to Wagner. Here's Coleman's pitch, swung on, a 1 hopper to 3rd base. There's the throw to 2nd. Here's the relay to 1st. It's not in time. Orofino tried to turn that 5-4-3 double play. 1 hopper right back to Liv Johnson. They get the lead runner, Anderson. She goes down 5-4 for the 2nd out. Wagner on with the fielder's choice. That will bring the backstop up to the plate, Adams. Adams walked in her last at-bat. Pitch is high. There's no throw down to 2nd as, again, over at 1st base, Wagner thinks about taking off. You got to respect the arm of Diffin behind home plate because she's got her eye on you all the time. 1 ball and no strikes to Adams. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be lifted out into shallow center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Here's the throw to 2nd, and it's off the mark. And holding up over at 2nd base is Wagner. She almost got caught off the bag, but Kinsley Adams is going to reach on the single. That was just a tweener out there between Tonneval, the shortstop, Miller, the center fielder, and neither of them could get to it in time. So there are 2 aboard and 2 gone. That's going to bring the 9-hitter up to the plate. This should be York. It is. She's the right fielder for this Bulldog squad. Pitch is a strike at the hands. 0-1. Wagner at second, Adams at first. This is the tying run at the plate for the Bulldogs. The 0-1 swung on and fouled off to the left for strike 2. Kennedy trying to wiggle off the hook here. Taking her time behind the rubber. Now she'll set foot on that right side of the rubber and deals. Pitch is swung on and fouled over towards Sean Diffin, sitting on a bucket of balls over there at the third base dugout. No balls, 2 strikes, as York keeping her at-bat alive. Here's the waste pitch. Swung on, it's going to be poked up, and it's Sierra out there from shortstop making the catch in shallow left field to end the inning. No runs on a hit. 2 hits, rather. No errors, and 2 left out there. The bottom of the 5th when we return after this.
Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding on to your current business? Call on a name you've come to trust, Barlow Quality Trust. Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate at 435-4348. For commercial, residential, and farm buildings, build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected, Barlow Quality Trust Incorporated. We offer free delivery within a 100-mile radius of Orofino, as well as competitive rates on our boom service. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics.
You know what nobody misses? Dial-up internet. The same goes for monthly checking account fees. P1FCU's Ascend Checking is free. Plus, it has all sorts of free benefits, like remote deposit, credit score monitoring, and more. Meanwhile, some people are paying as much as $12 a month for their checking. Some things should just be free. Open your P1FCU Ascend Checking today at p1fcu.org/free. Insured by NCUA.
Bryn Hannon going to start things off as we go now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Maniacs up 9-6 over the Grangeville Bulldogs. Swinging through the first pitch offered up there by Thacker, strike 1 to Bryn. Our game, it's brought to you by Simmons Sanitation, Debco Crushing, and Hanson Garage Orofino. Here's the Thacker 0-1, tight for ball 1. 1-1. Maniacs went down in order in their half of the 4th, looking to put the bat on the ball and score runs. Pitch is swung on. It's going to be looped shy of the second baseman on a hop. Here's the throw. It is not in time as Bryn Hanna legs out a single to get things going for Orofino here in the 5th inning. That was just dying out there to the right of Vanderwall at second base. She got it on a hop, and she turned and made a nice throw, but it wasn't in time as Hannah just exhibits some speed up that first base line. Sean Diffin talking with Kennedy Coleman up the line, and the officials got together, Zink and Van Treese, as the first base dugout asked for some help, and both Pat Zink and Van Treese saw it the same way as Hannah was safe. Coleman takes a strike, let her high just off of the plate, 0-1. Kennedy ready once again. Hannah stands at first base. And Thacker's 0-1. Swung on, it's going to be poked up into the air. Catch made by Thacker outside the circle for out number 1.
At bat number 10.
Kennedy with a good swing, but she just got way too far under that. Enough spin on that ball that it just poked its way straight up, and Thacker comes out of the circle and makes the catch halfway between home plate and the circle. Now we're back to the top of the order. This is Miller. Starts out with a changeup away for ball 1. Miller, 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored today and a stolen base. 1-0 on the way to the leadoff hitter. High for ball 2. Again, Hannah down at first base, legging out a single. One gone. Miller with 2 balls and the pitch on the way to her. Swung on a ground ball in the hole out into left field. Jalen Miller, 4 for 4. 4 singles in today's game in that leadoff spot. She has seen Maddie Thacker exceptionally well today. On the play, Hannah moves down to second. Maniacs scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the third, then a goose egg in the fourth. Looking to change that here in the fifth. Zenner takes the first pitch fastball, strike 1. Miley is hitting at a .255 clip. She's got 9 ribbies on the year. She's got a duck out there in scoring position right now. The 0-1 swung on. This one's going to be lifted up into the infield, and making the catch is Thacker, just 1 step outside the circle for out number 2. So Thacker, the beneficiary of 2 fly ball outs from her pitching position. Now it's going to bring Riley Diffin now to the plate. Riley has accounted for 5 runs. She's going to launch this one deep to right center field. And there the right fielder making a catch as York up against the fence to end the inning. The Maniacs threaten, however, they can't get a run across with 2 aboard, but they still lead at 9-6. The top of the 6th when we come back after this.
Calling all Orofino Maniac alumni, it's postseason baseball and softball, and time to show your support. Debco Construction is proud to back the blue and white Maniac teams and thanks them for all their hard work battling their way into postseason play. The most trusted commercial general contractors in the Pacific Northwest, Debco Construction is committed to improving the transportation and utility infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest. Join us as we cheer on the Maniacs to baseball and softball glory, Orofino.
Back pain is one of the most common causes for patients seeking emergency care. At Peak Physical Therapy, our team of professionals are dedicated to helping you achieve maximal function results in body movements, helping you avoid the need for emergency care. Peak therapists can help with lifestyle choices, including walking, strength training, changing posture, and other movements to help you today. Stop by on Michigan Avenue and ask about a free consultation that will help to change your life today.
P1FCU, Atkins Distributing, and Barlow Quality Trusts, proud sponsors of the Maniac broadcast here on KLER Orofino and live streaming on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. Our score 9-6, Orofino with the lead over the Bulldogs, and for the Bulldogs it'll be leadoff hitter Abby Fry to start things out. Again, the winner of this one is off to state, which begins 1 week from today on these fields at Orofino Elementary School. Abby Fry. Today she is 1 for 3 with a run scored. And the first offering up there by Coleman is in the dirt for ball 1. Coleman with a big, deep breath now climbs up onto the rubber. Here's the pitch. Oh my gosh, inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Coach Diffin asks his catcher, where was it, inside? Yes. Pitch is high for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. So right now, Kennedy moving that ball all around, but Abby has not swung at anything. Let's see what this one is. There's right down Main Street for the 4th pitch is a strike. 3-1. So if anything close, Abby's going to have to protect. Here's the 3-1. She's going to put this one out into left field on a hop. It'll be played out there by Zenner. And so a leadoff single by Abby Fry for the Bulldogs. And again, our score 9-6 in this championship game between District 2 rivals, Grangeville and Orofino. The Maniacs up by 3 runs, trying to shut the Bulldogs down here. Addie Vanderwall. First offering is low, ball 1. At first base, Fry, you got to respect her speed. There's a lot of travel in those legs. Here's the 1-0. Here's the throw down to first, and it ends up out into right field. And so Abby over to second base as the ball finally picked up out there by Province. So a pick play advances Fry another 60 feet. The count now 2 balls and no strikes to Vanderwall. Grangeville trying to eke their way back into this game again. Here's the 2-0 to Addie. Inside, it's off of the glove of Diffin, but she's able to run it down up that third base line. Ball 3. Kennedy deals. There's a change that's taken for strike 1, 3-1. Vanderwall never leaves the batter's box. She stays in there. Here's the 3-1. Swings through a pitch on the inside for strike 2. Kennedy had her a bit fooled as she came to the inside on the right-handed hitter about knee high. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. That's right down the heart of the plate for a called third strike. And Vanderwall will sit down, the first out for the Bulldogs here in the 6th inning of play. That is the 5th strikeout now for starting pitcher Kennedy Coleman.
At bat number 12, Green.
So now we're starting to get into the meat of the lineup here for the Bulldogs. Madeline Green hitting from the left side. She's going to poke one high into the air. Sierra Tonneval coming in and can't make the catch in the infield as she lays herself out. And so safe at first base is Green. Coleman gave way to Sierra, who made her way all the way into the circle and laid her glove out, but just could not make the catch. On the play, Fry goes from second to third. So there are 2 on board for the Bulldogs, 1 gone here. That's going to bring up cleanup hitter Maddie Thacker. Checking the wristband is Coleman for the pitch sign that she gets from Coach Diffin. Pitch is swung on, a ground ball to Sierra at shortstop. Toss to second is good. The relay to first is not, but scoring from third base is Fry. And the Bulldogs tally up another run here as a fielder's choice is credited to Maddie Thacker, scoring Fry from third base. It is now 9-7. 2 away. And a little law about to Tonnevold at shortstop off the bat of Barger, and that will quiet the Bulldogs here in the 6th. But they do get a run to get just ever so closer in this game. 9-7 our score. We'll return after this.
Proud to support Orofino High School athletics are your friends at Sunset Mart on Michigan Avenue, Orofino. While listening to the Maniacs, swing by for a winning combo. Grab refreshing soda fountain drinks and mouth-watering cheeseburgers from our deli. Fuel up for the game or celebrate a Maniac victory with us. Sunset Mart, your go-to spot for convenience and community spirit. Visit us today. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your Orofino High sports backers, Sunset Mart.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than in the past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious pizza, baked spaghetti, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door. Or when you drive up to ours, 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, it's the Pizza Factory.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Thank you for listening in. Our game is brought to you by our good friends at Debco Construction, Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia, and Sunset Mart. Here we go, the Maniac half of the 6th inning. Orofino up by 2 runs, 9-7. Liv Johnson will start things off, hitting in the cleanup spot, middle third of the order, and having a difficult time getting on base is this portion of the order. Ball 1. Liv got on with an error but was stranded at third base. She did single back in the 2nd, was left there. Thacker back in the circle. Here is the 1-0. A ground ball to the second baseman, gloved nicely by Vanderwall. The toss is good, and there's one away for Orofino here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
At bat, number 8, Reese Dale.
Reese Dale
On deck.
coming up, and Reese today, she is 1 for 2. RBI back in the first, but then she has popped up to the shortstop, Wagner, twice. Ground ball to the third baseman, gloved by Barger. Here's the throw, and it is in time, and there are 2 away here in the Maniac half of the 6th.
Up the bat, number
2 away.
Hannah Johnson on deck.
Hannah Johnson, the Maniac's second baseman, going to try and get something started here for Orofino. First offering up there to Hannah, swings through a rise ball, strike 1. Hannah hit into a fielder's choice back in the second, but otherwise she has not seen the bags today. The 0-1, high for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sierra Tonavold in the on-deck circle. One more check of the wristband. Thacker digs into the glove, and here's the 2-2. Or the 1-1 rather. It's taken for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out on the sacks for Orofino with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-2. Swung on. This one's going to be hit foul and out of play to the right. Hannah doing a good job to keep her at-bat alive. She knew that pitch was going to ride on the outside. Too close to the strike zone, however, to leave it alone, so she just pounds it foul. Looking to get on board here. And now Thacker's delivery. Low for a ball. Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, but Hannah does exactly that. It's right at about knee-high, but just inside, missing the black. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Thacker's pitch on the way. Swings ahead of a changeup, and that'll do it for Orofino here in the 6th. It's do-or-die time for Grangeville as we go to the top of the 7th. Maniacs lead it 9-7. We're back after this. Good luck, teams playing postseason 2A girls and boys softball and baseball championships from your friends at Simmons Sanitation. All our area teams like Orofino have put so much into this season, and Robert Simmons and crew wish them the best of luck. All our area high schools know about teamwork and the importance of playing as a cohesive unit. That's why Simmons Sanitation is proud to back all our kids while they eye a state championship. Good luck, teams, from Simmons Sanitation.
Every spring it arrives, Idaho postseason high school baseball, softball, track and field, golf, and tennis. Debco Crushing is a proud sponsor of Maniac Athletics and wish boys and girls all the best as they wrap up their high school sports for the year. Orofino will compete against the best teams in Idaho 2A division. Debco Crushing is also a fan of the cheer and dance squads who have worked tirelessly over this year. Debco Crushing, proud to back Orofino High School athletics and hope to see you in the stands cheering on all our kids.
Peak Physical Therapy, Kimberly Insurance, and Best Built Builders, along with Olive's Auto Parts, proud sponsors of these Maniacs. Adri Anderson for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 7th. And she's going to put one high in the air, and it'll be Sierra Tonavold. No, she puts her glove out and can't make the catch. And so Adri Anderson reaches on a single here for the Bulldogs in the 7th inning. A lot of traffic out there. Hannah Johnson going to her right, Sierra going to her left, Emma Province coming in from right field, and it just dropped all between the 3 of them. Maniacs want nothing more than to shut Grangeville down here in the top of the 7th and claim that championship trophy. That will bring Wagner up to the plate. Wagner, the first offering, misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Wagner has been on twice today, once with a walk and once with a fielder's choice. Has struck out once as well. Pitch misses for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes to Sienna. Tight ball game here. 9-7 our score. Orofino leads Grangeville. Coleman fires a pitch that's knocked down by Diffin behind the plate. 3 balls and no strikes. Starting to get a little tense here at A field at the Orofino Elementary School ball fields. The championship trophy rides here on this game. The 3-0, that is low. It gets between the wickets of Diffin. And so moving up to second base is Anderson. Wagner draws a base on balls. And now the go-ahead run coming to the plate for the Bulldogs. This is Kinsley Adams. Kinsley is 1 for 3 on the day. She did walk. Takes a strike. 0-1. We're looking at the bottom of the order here. Adams hitting in the 8-hole and York on deck. And then we're back to the top. Pitch is going to be swung on, popped up, making the catch, a snow cone catch by Kennedy Coleman outside the circle. Almost dribbled out, and she's able to put the squeeze on it for out number 1. Everybody has to stay put. Anderson at second, Wagner at first. Now here is the 9-hitter York. Pitch to York, swung on, a ground ball to the third base. Here's the throw, it's high! Rounding third and coming home to score will be Anderson, and it's a 1-run game as Anderson scores from second base on the errant throw by Johnson over at third. Moving from first to second on the throw is York.
On deck number 5, Vandal.
Our score now 9-8. Abby Fry at the top of the order for the Bulldogs. Pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate for strike 1. Wagner is at third. She represents the tying score. The go-ahead score is York out at second. 0-1 to Abby. And the pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled up the third base line for strike 2. Good cut by Abby. She's just way ahead of that one. So now Kennedy, with a couple of strikes against the batter, can maybe dip into that bag of tricks and find something that Abby hasn't seen and get her swinging at some junk. Coleman rocks and fires. Oh gosh, everybody wants to hear called third strike, but it's a fastball missing just inside for ball 1. Yeah, now the 1-2. Swung on, a ground ball up the third base line, it's fair. So the tying run will come across to score. Here comes the throw to second, and safe at second. And the Bulldogs have taken their first lead of the game as Wagner and York both score, and the Bulldogs are up 10-9. An Abby Fry RBI double. Vanderwall takes a fastball inside for ball 1.
Number 5, Vanderwall.
3 runs have come across the plate for the Bulldogs here, and they have taken their first lead of the game, 10-9. The 1-0 on the way. A little low for ball 2. Once again, Riley Diffin doing everything to help out her pitcher, Coleman. Frames that pitch as best she can. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Swung on. This one's going to be hit high in the air. Miller calls everybody off, makes the catch for the out. 2 away now here in the 7th inning. Madeline Green, the left-handed hitter, will come to the plate. She has been on board 2 of her 4 at-bats. Waves through a rise ball for strike 1.
At-bat number 12, Green. On deck number 11, Thacker.
The Maniacs will have to come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 0-1. Outside, gloved nicely by Diffin behind home plate. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. Swung on, fly ball towards the gap in right center field. Laying out for it is Miller. She can't come up with a catch. Scoring from second base is Fry. An RBI double off of the bat of Madison Green, and the Bulldogs up 2 runs now. They lead it 11-9. Maddie Thacker will now come to the plate.
On deck, number 2, Barker.
So they will intentionally walk Maddie Thacker. So they'll have base runners on at first and second, and they will elect to pitch to Barger instead. Bulldogs have now plated 4 runs in this frame. There are 2 gone. Pitch to Barger, strike 1. First pitch change to Barger.
Deck number 3, Anderson.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a ground ball to Sierra. She's going to take it to the bag for the unassisted put out on the force, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs. But the Maniacs, coming to the plate, have to come up with 2 runs to tie, 3 to win. We're back after this.
At Watson's Market Orofino, we wish to thank the community for trusting us for your family's grocery shopping needs. We do everything possible to bring you the lowest prices, highest quality foods, and the smiles you'll see on our employees every day. We believe in community and donate to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events. Hometown values, our commitment to you from Watson's Market Orofino.
Open daily when you need us the most. Watson's Market Orofino.
Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Clinic, along with Pioneer Medical Clinic Pierce, are proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Clinic, along with Pioneer Medical Clinic, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physician assistants.
We're back here as we go now to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Maniacs. It's the bottom third of the order. Tonnevold, Bryn Hanna, and Coleman. Maddie Thacker back in the circle for the Bulldogs. And the first offering, a changeup, swung on and fouled up the first base line for strike 1. Sierra has not seen first base today. She has struck out twice and popped up to first baseman Green. This will be a good time to get something started for her club. Here's the 0-1 from Thacker. Swung on and fouled off to the right, out of play. (11-9) our score. Grangeville in the top of the 7th came on to take the lead. Pitch is going to be swung on, out of play. 0-2. Right now, Sierra attacking most everything that Thacker's tossed up there. It's fouled off 3 pitches now. Here's the 0-2. Waves through a rise ball, and that'll do it for Sierra, the first out for the Maniacs. That is the 4th strikeout tossed up there by Thacker in the circle for the Bulldogs.
Up to bat number 2, Bryn Hanna. On deck number 1.
That's going to bring up the Maniac first baseman, Bryn Hanna. Thacker deals the first pitch high for ball 1. Coach Diffin says she's throwing a lot of high stuff. Just leave it alone. The 1-0 delivery on the way to Bryn. Check swing. Our home plate umpire, Pat Zink, says, yes, you offered at it, strike 1. A ball and a strike. One and 1. Here's the next offering to Bryn. Swung on and fouled off to the right. 1-2 now. Hanna, with a couple of singles and a run scored in this game, needs to get herself on board here. It's going to be poked up high in the air, and it's out of the glove of the catcher. Was she in foul? Oh, she was in foul territory. Kinsley Adams had a golden goose right there in her glove, and she couldn't close the glove on it, but she was in foul ground, so it just registers as a foul ball without a catch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hannah. She'll foul it back again, 1 and 2. Hannah steps back in the right side of that batter's box. She's ready as Maddie Thacker climbs up onto the rubber. Bends at the waist, and here's the pitch. Outside, a little high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryn Hannah, looking to get something started here with 1 out for the Maniacs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Down by 2 runs. 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. What an at-bat by Bryn Hannah right here. Getting some cuts in. This is where all those days and hours of batting practice come into play. You've just got to know where your pitch is at. The 2-2. High, ball 3. Coleman in the on-deck circle. And now the 3-2 pitch. And this one will be launched right to the shortstop's glove, Wagner, and there are 2 away. It's game time for the Maniacs. Kennedy Coleman now will come to the plate. Should she get on, Jalen Miller is on deck.
Coleman on deck, number 10, Jalen Miller.
Kennedy ready, and so is Thacker. Here's her first pitch. Low and inside, ball 1.
Rachel, you ready?
Coleman ready at the plate. Fastball missing inside for ball 2. That's right about at the waist, but you can see the glove of Adams, the Bulldog receiver, takes that ball over her left shoulder. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch, swung on, fly ball lifted foul out of play to the right. 2-1. Kennedy taking time. Now she'll step back into the box. 2 balls and 1 strike to the chucker for the Maniacs. Hitting in the 9-hole. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and this one is laced foul up the first base line. It is game time for the Maniacs, down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And again, you've got Kennedy Coleman, a young lady who played softball her young years, now just came back and joined the team. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fly ball right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So the Maniacs still with life as Coleman in that 9-hole sends a ball out into right field, and now we go to the top of the order. Courtesy runner coming in as Rachel Province will run for Coleman. Jalen Miller. She is 4 for 4 on the day.
Jalen Miller on deck, number 4, Zinner.
Pitch on the way. High for a ball, 1-0. Jalen has been seeing Maddie very well all throughout the day, but you just want to make sure you don't allow that pressure to get to you and start swinging at stuff that's not your pitch. The 1-0 on the way to Miller. Swings through a rise ball for strike 1. Miller represents the tying run at the plate. Coleman is on at first. There are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Now the 1-1. It's going to be poked high and foul out of play behind us for strike 2. And once again, the Maniacs are down to their last strike. Jalen knows, she's smart enough to know that where the strike zone is at, she's not going to offer anything that's too high or too low, but she'll keep her at-bat alive. 1-2. High. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jalen taps the plate. She's ready again. And here's the Thacker delivery. Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman on 2 hops. The toss to second, and that'll do it. The Grangeville Bulldogs have just won the Central Idaho League District 1-2 Tournament Championship. The final score of this one here, Grangeville 11, Orofino 9. And the Maniacs will have to fight their way through the losers bracket in order to go to state, which will be hosted right here at the elementary school ball fields beginning next Thursday. Our post-game, don't go away. We'll return right after this.
It happens every May, postseason high school baseball and softball. And every year, the Orofino Maniacs are always right in the thick of it. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of Orofino High School athletics and hopes you'll get out and watch the next game. Orofino will be fighting for the Idaho Class A state title, and with you cheering in the stands, the Maniacs will be winners. Atkinson Distributing, where you'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils backing OHS athletics.
Now is a great time to start enjoying your home's view when you finish your dream outdoor living space with beautiful railing options. Hi, this is Harold from your Best Built Builder Supply. Easy to install and maintain, Regal Ideas and Fortress Building Products are just 2 of the brands that offer a style you'll find just right for your home. Choose from steel, aluminum, cable, glass, or any combination to complete your look. Best Built Builder Supply. See us today at our Highway 12 Orofino location.
Reader's Digest recently conducted a poll of travelers who have stayed at a hotel in their state, and it's no wonder that the Best Western Lodge at River's Edge Orofino was chosen by Idaho as the #1 lodge to rest your head. Relax and enjoy the many amenities the hotel has to offer. Indoor pool and hot tub, full complimentary breakfast, and stunning views of the Clearwater River. Plus, the lodge is within easy walking distance to downtown. The Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, backing the Orofino Maniacs.
You know what nobody misses? Dial-up internet. The same goes for monthly checking account fees. P1FCU's Ascend checking is free. Plus, it has all sorts of free benefits, like remote deposit, credit score monitoring, and more. Meanwhile, some people are paying as much as $12 a month for their checking. Some things should just be free. Open your P1FCU Ascend checking today at p1fcu.org/free. Insured by NCUA.
We're back here once again at A Field at Orofino Elementary School ball fields. Our final score here, the Grangeville Bulldogs come back and defeat the Orofino Maniacs by the final of 11-9. Joining us now for the Maniacs, Sean Diffin. And Coach, thanks for taking the time to come over and join us here. Tough loss for you and your kids here today.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You hear the old cliche, they didn't beat us, we beat ourselves, but 90% of the time that's something nobody can see, and when you look out there today, we saw it.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, 3 errors on the part of your club after playing some pretty error-free ball. Just unfortunate. And the top of that 7th inning, 4 runs come across to score. Only the second time that the Bulldogs were able to tally that number of runs against your club.
Yeah, like I said, we got to have that killer instinct, and we don't got it. And that's what it comes down to. Those balls that are falling in the outfield, some of those ones on the infield, got to be caught.
Yeah.
And we just don't have that killer instinct, and that's what these girls need to learn how to do, because in a week from now, not having those things is really going to hurt us if we get there.
That's right. So you've got to see who you're going to play. I understand it's 11-11 over across the way between Kellogg and St. Mary's. Either of those teams that you would rather face?
No, I don't really care who comes over. If we don't play our game, then it won't matter who comes over. They'll come in here, and both of them they're coached well. I know both their coaches. They're coached really well. They have every opportunity to come in and beat us as well. So if we're not ready for whoever does come over, we might miss that state tournament next weekend.
So what'd you tell your kids over here as you took them out into left field after the game?
Short memory. We got a game coming up. We can't dwell on this one, because if we dwell on this one too long, that next one's not going to go our way.
All right, well, best of luck to you, and I look forward to visiting with you after the conclusion of this next game.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
All right, once again, Sean Diffin, head coach of the Lady Maniacs Softball Club. We're going to take a break. We'll come back right after this.
Orofino Police Department encourages all OHS faithful to come out this week for the Central Idaho League District Baseball and Softball Championships. Taking on the best teams in the north, the Maniacs hope to hang another championship banner proudly at OHS. Orofino Police Department knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs means great kids live and work in our community. Support our students any way you can to help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs. Calling all Orofino Maniac alumni, it's postseason baseball and softball and time to show your support. Debco Construction is proud to back the blue and white Maniac teams and thanks them for all their hard work battling their way into postseason play. The most trusted commercial general contractors in the Pacific Northwest, Debco Construction is committed to improving the transportation and utility infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest. Join us as we cheer on the Maniacs to baseball and softball glory, Orofino.
This season, Hanson Garage Orofino is proud to salute the grit and determination of our local high school baseball and softball teams as they step to the plate for the 2A championship. Swing for the fences, Orofino. Whether you're sliding into home or making that game-winning catch, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when it's time for your vehicle to hit a home run, trust Hanson Garage Orofino for top-notch service and unbeatable deals. Hanson Garage, we're more than a dealership, we're a community. Go Maniacs!
The forensic analyst searched for clues to what could have caused the house fire.
Could that be?
Traces of starch? Suddenly the pieces came together. The fire was started by
An over-microwaved potato?
And we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston, see me, Greg Kimberlink, your local farmer's insurance agent.
Yard care is made easy when you pick up the power of a steel blower, grass trimmer, or chainsaw from Olive's Auto Parts. Take a look today at the full line of steel trimmers, including the new battery-operated Steel FSA 80R. Lightweight, yet packs a punch with the same string and head as these steel gas-operated trimmers, now $349.99. Complete with battery and charger, the Steel FSA 80R is available today at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With surfaces like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires, and that's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Attention all LPNs, CNAs, and RNs. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation is now hiring and they want you to join their team. Are you ready to take the next step in your career? Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation offers paid training for those interested in becoming nurse assistants. Yes, you heard it right. They'll invest in your future. And as Orofino High gears up for postseason play, Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation wishes the best of luck to Maniac teams. Let's hit a home run together. Apply today at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation. Your career starts here.
House of Juju Orofino. Bring your loved ones in for the up-and-coming holidays so we can show them some much-deserved appreciation for all they do. We have gourmet burgers, salads, clam chowder, flatbreads, craft beer, sangrias, and much more. Happy Mother's and Father's Day from House of Juju Orofino. Open on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, and Father's Day, Sunday, June 16th, located on 235 Johnson Avenue, Orofino. Open 7 days a week. Like us on Facebook, House of Juju Orofino.
Well, we welcome you back once again here to A Field at the Orofino Elementary School ball fields, where the Lady Maniacs have just fallen in the championship game to the Grangeville Bulldogs. The final score here, 11-9. A big 7th inning for the Bulldogs as Orofino led by 2 runs, but the Bulldogs were able to plate 4 runs on 3 hits, a costly Maniac error, and that put Grangeville up, and the Maniacs' backs against the wall when they came to the bottom of the 7th. Got a base runner on, got the tying run to the plate, but with 2 outs, just were not able to get it done, as the Maniacs look like this in the order. Jalen Miller was 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored today in that leadoff spot. Miley Zenner was 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Riley Diffin, a big 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. She ended up 3 for 4 with 4 runs scored. Liv Johnson, she was 1 of 4. Her one hit was a single back in the 2nd inning. Reese Dale, the designated player, she was 1 for 4 with a stolen base. Hannah Johnson, 0 for 4 on the afternoon. Sierra Tonnevold, 0 for 4. Bryn Hanna, she was 2 for 4 with a run scored in this game. And then Kennedy Coleman hitting in that 9 spot. She came up with her lone hit with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th to try and get that 2-out rally going for the Maniacs, but as it was, she was stranded at first. 11-9, the final scores. The Grangeville Bulldogs have had their pictures taken with the championship trophy at home plate here, and it stings this Maniac squad as they took 2 of 3 during the regular season against Grangeville. And you might have heard Sean Diffin say 2 days ago, you know, they relish the idea of playing Grangeville. They relish the idea of hitting off of Thacker. The Maniacs, as a matter of fact, out-hit the Bulldogs in this game. We'll talk a little bit more about that, as well as the grounds crew is out getting this field ready to play for the next game. But across the way, St. Mary's and Kellogg are still going at it. They're tied at 11 runs apiece. So we'll find out more as we continue on. Don't go away. The postgame continues after this. Good luck, teams playing postseason 2A girls and boys softball and baseball championships from your friends at Simmons Sanitation. All our area teams like Orofino have put so much into this season, and Robert Simmons and crew wish them the best of luck. All our area high schools know about teamwork and the importance of playing as a cohesive unit. That's why Simmons Sanitation is proud to back all our kids while they eye a state championship. Good luck, teams, from Simmons Sanitation.
Proud to support Orofino High School athletics are your friends at Sunset Mart on Michigan Avenue, Orofino. While listening to the Maniacs, swing by for a winning combo. Grab refreshing soda fountain drinks and mouth-watering cheeseburgers from our deli. Fuel up for the game or celebrate a Maniac victory with us. Sunset Mart, your go-to spot for convenience and community spirit. Visit us today. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your Orofino High sports backers, Sunset Mart.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition of hard-working men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forward in the classroom and on the ball field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware. We're all rooting for you from Finke Logging Orofino.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
It's back, fresher and hotter. The Pizza Factory reintroduces the all-you-can-eat buffet. Lunchtime in Orofino means all-you-can-eat pizza, breadsticks, sauce, and a delicious salad bar, packed with fresh greens, fruits, proteins, and dressings. The Pizza Factory all-you-can-eat buffet is Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Make the all-you-can-eat buffet your next lunchtime stop.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
And we welcome you back once again here to the Orofino Elementary School ball fields, where the Grangeville Bulldogs take an 11-9 victory over the Orofino Maniacs to claim the Central Idaho League District Championship. The Maniacs just await the winner across the way at B Field, where last report we had between St. Mary's and Kellogg, they were knotted up at 11 runs apiece in the 7th inning. So that sounds like that game might be going into extras. Well, it's time for that Pizza Factory Player of the Game honor, and the recipient will receive a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of their choice from our friends at the Pizza Factory. And this could go to just a bevy of players, of course, but we're going to go with Riley Diffin hitting in that 3 spot. Riley was 3 for 4 on the day with 5 runs scored, including that 2-run jack back in the 2nd inning. And so Riley Diffin, congratulations. What a great game. Caught behind the plate as well. So she'll pick up our Pizza Factory Player of the Game honors. All right, so that's going to wrap up this broadcast, and we've been told that as soon as that game across the way wraps up, we will hopefully be getting underway with this one at 6. They said 6. Well, it's 6 o'clock right now. So they have gone into extra innings across the way. As soon as we have an idea, we'll make sure to pass it along to you, and so you are here for every pitch. I want to thank our in-studio engineer. I want to thank also Sean Divin for coming over and visiting with us as well. I'm Jeff Jones, KLER.
KLER would like to thank you for listening today to Orofino Lady Maniacs Softball. It's because of the efforts of the sponsors you heard during today's broadcast that we're able to bring you the high-flying action of Orofino High School postseason softball. Please continue to listen in as we cover Idaho's best 2A teams to ever grace the diamond. Orofino Maniacs Softball only on KLER. Maniacs Softball is a Central Idaho